You know, I could do a normal sportscast on a night like tonight, but that just doesn't feel right, to be honest with you, because we are saying goodbye to the legendary Mark Johnson, who once actually sat in my seat before I sat in my seat. But sports is such a big part of your journey and your career through broadcasting, but particularly here in the city of Boise and at KTVB.
Yeah, half of my 41-year career I spent in sports here in Boise, in Milwaukee, and Pittsburgh, and it's only been in the last 20 years that I've been in the news chair.
You have long impacted, though, even though you left sports. I remember right when I first got here, Mark actually took me around town. We grabbed a cup of coffee, and he took me over to Boise State, and he basically introduced me to everybody that I needed to know. We also had a lot of fun on the road, and it's so funny because everybody sees you out there leading the cheers, reporting, doing all that stuff, but they also don't get a glimpse of humble Mark Johnson. And I remember many a times when we were making our road trips, I would be driving and I would turn around and I'd look in the rearview mirror and there would be our anchorman of 3 decades at the time napping in the back of a Ford Explorer on the way back from Nevada so that you could anchor the news at 10 that night. And those are some of the things that not a lot of people got the chance to see. I got the chance to witness it firsthand, and it just showed me how passionate you were about this job and that you would do truly anything that it would take to get it done. And I try to put that into my own work ethic. So.
Well, you certainly have. And somebody asked me how I feel about leaving, and I said, I feel so at peace with the way this station is set up to succeed, and you're a big part of that. What you do, your work ethic. There was a reason why you received the highest honor that any employee can receive at this television station earlier this week, because you deserve it. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, you're the only game in town when it comes to television sports, and I know you guys appreciate what this guy brings every single night.
Hey, this is about you, not about me. I appreciate that.
I'm just saying I'm at peace because of you, and that ends up becoming about me.
You didn't believe in traditional sportscasts, though.
I didn't.
And I loved that. Yeah. And I will always hold that in my heart, even after you're gone, after tonight. I will try to entertain, I will try to have fun just like you did.
And this was definitely not a traditional sportscast.
Exactly. Stick around, more in the news at 6 right after this.
Punch.